Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody. It is the long awaited studio or creative space tour. This is the beginning. This is the first look you get from coming, which is the opening of my studio. This comes from my kitchen. I'm in my kitchen right now, and it has a open door frame that goes right into my studio space. Over here we have a garden window with cat litter boxes, which I'm working on building a bench to put them in so they can go in, and also have additional seating here. If you'll excuse me for a moment, can you turn that down please, just a little? Sorry. So Sundays are family days, so you will be experiencing a lot of noises, but I've decided to no longer push this off because you guys have been patient and loving and kind about wanting to see my studio space. So here we go. Keep in mind that I use what I have, I DIY everything, and I'm a MacGyver. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. I do projects for the house on occasion, and I don't spend a lot of money on furniture and stuff. As of now, I have a lot of antiques and things like that. I use literally what I have until I buy a house in the future, so don't judge me too harshly, okay? But if you look in, you'll see this drop down ceiling here. This goes out onto the back deck into our backyard, which is very beautiful and private. This painting you see right here is actually covering one of the windows, a little bit of privacy, and it keeps it a little cool because I have sheer curtains, as you see. This section right here is actually my daughter's craft storage. And on the top we have a few collector items that I like to collect, Tokidokis, and we have some fun cool pens up there. She likes to come here and kind of hang out and play with the little stuff because the Tokidokis are mine. They're my fave, and I'm pretty anal about it. This is a pet rock she made me, my child, a beautiful princess. Is she gorgeous? And my favorite drawing she did, or painting that she did, this is a really cool, this is a colored pencil or crayon, very unique indeed. My favorite Polly Pocket. So moving on, this is a very old scarf, Mexican scarf, just literal crap. No, it's not crap, it's stuff for my kid, her stuff. So she knows where to come to get all her art stuff. She has her drawing board and her drawing pad, stuff like that. So that's that. Coming back up, try not to make y'all sick. So as you see, you have a spot going this way. I have this broken up into different spaces because they all serve their purpose. So this space over here, this is painting. So this cabinet, as you see down here, is a built-in, and it stores paints, double-sided tapes, all that jazz, some fun stuff. Just both sides are filled. You see our Wi-Fi. I have some paint jars. So this is my easel. I have my paints frock. I've got a tarp and a tabletop easel. And then you have this view. So you come around this corner. Then you have my desk space, my planner storage. This in between here was created by these bookcases. This was once really open, but that is my husband's art space. So we work a lot from home doing different things, and he's an artist as well, but you can see his is very clean line dude. It's pretty dark too in there. He likes to use a single light. So we won't be going in there because that's his space and it's not done yet. I just figured I'd go ahead and show y'all mine. So let's start with this corner, which is not as aesthetically pleasing as some of my others. So this is a door to the garage. It's still kind of messy down here because I'm working on some things. So just Don't come for me hard. I have my marker board up here because this is how I get some really quick to-do lists done when I'm in a hurry or have company over. Also, my husband and I project plan on this board here. So when I'm not painting a painting, I have this pulled up and I use this a lot more. Now, I also have a tabletop easel and stuff like that I like to use as well. So these 3 paintings I did myself. Storage, this is a great little ledge for storing canvases, but I have another spot for it. So like I said, this is my painting area. You're gonna see my tool belt there. I do like working in wood and stuff, but that's garage. You've got my painter palettes here. These are my newest paints that I'm going to be playing around with. It's like really awesome glitter paint. Some, look how beautiful that is. I love using these metallics and stuff. This color shifting, so I have some fun stuff there. And then you'll also see some gold leafing, so that'll be fun. Sorry about the mess. It goes out to the garage. We have like our doors, like outdoor shoes and stuff. More paints, tools, the little girl. I actually want to paint this. I use this decoration sometimes, but whatever. I have my paintbrushes here. Then I have a cart and I have a stool that sits in here, which I forgot to go grab. It's in the kitchen right now because it has a dual purpose. I might as well take you so you can see, see, this is our kitchen. You might as well come in here. And then this is my stool. I have this stool that I kind of played around with, and then just a basic stool. So it's just, sorry, I had a party last night. That's all wine bottles. Okay, so I have a stool here usually. I use the other stool, it matches my easel, but I always keep my sketchbook on the stool, whatever sketchbook I'm using at the time. And then I have my painter palettes on top of here. I've got more paints underneath, and these are all my brushes. Well, not all of them, but some of them. I've got watercolors, all different types of paints. Those are my favorite brushes. Acrylics, some rags, some other things that I want to paint. These are Japanese paint set, calligraphy paint set that I love so much. Yeah, they're beautiful. Love those. I want to display these, I think, but I use them, so it's kind of pointless. And then I've got, which these are mostly my acrylics. Then I've got spray cans of some, this is some really nice Liquitex. Got a kick-ass box cutter, another tarp, just spray paint. Stuff I use when I paint is pretty much all right here. And then I'll bring in whatever I'm using because I like to use mixed media as well. I got my sewing machine right here. It's on a simple stand because I move it around to where I want to do it. And I usually like sewing right in front of the window. So to me, this works. I just move my chair or stool over there and I'm good. Like I don't do a lot of sewing, so it's not a big deal. And it has its own happy little space. Granted, I don't necessarily want it there, but that's where I use it the most. So it has that space. I like the idea of having just an open space right here, moving that, but I really don't want to put it anywhere else right now. So let's take a look. Let's come around to this side here. Okay, so this is an island that I DIY'd. It actually was in the kitchen, but I turned it into my filming space. So this is what you see when I film. Like this is where I film. So I have a trash can here. And on the back of this, and this rolls around so I can move it any way I want if I want it closer to the window for the light. This is what you see on the back that I put. These are my planner pouches, all by Christina Loves Planning on Instagram, except for this one. This one came back from Akio Bujo. She's like such a boss friend of mine that it was a gift, and my Christina Loves Planning makes these and sells them, and y'all, they are super soft. They are to die for. And then I just have a Simply Gilded pouch for like on the go if I want it. But I'm hoping to get buy a fall color pouch pretty soon. So, and here I just have notebooks. I do like to use just random notebooks from time to time. It's fun for me to just use what I have. I like to grab a notebook and throw in my purse sometimes. It all depends. Right now though, I'm actually using this small purse, and there's going to be a video on what's in my bag with this one and explaining why I downsized so much. But you can kind of see what it looks like here now. So let's go to, this is this clip-on stand that I use for filming. It's very simple. It attaches to my phone. So now you know. So I've recently rearranged and cleaned off my film space because I felt like I needed more space. I also work at this space and I do it standing. So I've cleaned it up. My mat looks great here. This is also by Christina Loves Planning. This is going to be my live video coming up today. I have a live video coming with this guy explaining what I'm doing. But on top here I have some paper clips that I may use. In here I've got tabs. Using one hand right now. I got tabs in here. It's a cute way. And then I've got my post-it notes. I do a lot of planning here too, believe it or not. I plan standing. I do have a spot to sit too. These are my fun pens. These are all like pin loops pretty much. Except, hey. Oh, hey. Oh God. It never fails that I have a cat that comes and crashes. But yeah, those are mostly pin loops on this cute little unicorn plate. And I just have it on a little tray. And then I'll give a sip from a friend of mine. And then I have another cute little unicorn mug. I found it like, my hubby got it for me as a little present. Like just a fun little gift. I love cute mugs, obviously. And I put all my Coletto pens because I use them a lot in planning. And I like them. My crystal ball, which I do use. We'll talk about that another day. And then my little tray of like most used utensils, I guess. Double-sided tape, whiteout, glue, gyro cutter, razor blade, and or mat cutter, whatever you call it, and a pair of scissors. And I have hole punches and stuff. And then a little mat right here with some gold stickers on top. They just weren't stored. So that's the look you get. You guys see this a lot of the time. I'm gonna start filming kind of like where you can see all of it, probably like this. But on the front, I DIY'd this situation. This was all brown. I just painted it white. I like that rustic look, but also kind of like a chic. I don't know what I am. I don't even want to say shabby chic. It's pretty rustic. And it's black and white and gray. Pretty simple. I'm sorry, guys, but I have a cat on me. Let me get him down. Get down, bud. Thank you. Switch that tail elsewhere. So yeah, let me back up. Ta-da! So you also have these here that I can put my rags on. So I might as well, because sometimes I need a rag when I craft too. This is my painter's rag, but I'm gonna get a cute rag, I think. But yeah, you can put a rag here. This is my dirty painter's rag. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a pristine white space, which is beautiful, you know. It's just me. I love my hardwood floor. So in here, you've got pens. I got my hole punchers, corner rounders, pens, Sharpie markers, which actually I'm a little confused as to why they're on right here. Hold on. Something's not right. My Sharpie markers do not belong here. These belong to my Crayola sorry. It looks like my daughter may have been in my stuff. Yeah. Okay, so these belong to my Crayola Super Tips. Not my Sharpies. Yeah. These belong to my Crayola Super Tips. I've got back here, I have my glue and dots, and then I've got this brand that's great, used to be my favorite. More punches, you know, just stuff to use. And then I have Sharpies, which I'm sorry do not belong there. I'll show you where they belong. They belong back here. They actually belong right here. So we're gonna move them here. Which, you know, don't get mad at your kids too much about not putting things back in place when it comes to your craft stuff, because I guarantee you it's more chaotic in their brains than it is in ours. Not everybody is crafty and creative like we are, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, sorry. So I'm actually working on getting maybe a better system for these guys. I hardly use flares, so I've been tempted to... I used to use flares all the time. These are all flares. All this. Like, this goes way back. Like, look. These are all flares. I used to use flares all the time. Oh, let's see if they will fit here. I think the Sharpies will actually fit like this. What do you guys think? I guess y'all are getting a little organizational video too. I'm not too organized, you guys. Eventually I probably will, but as of right now I'm good with a little sloppy. In here I have, I think I store cartilages. Yeah, these are my what do you call them, fountain pen cartilages. They're there, which I'm actually going to move from here. And then I've got I love these markers so much, these Tombow, and then of course flares, and then some Copics. And then I obviously love, these are some Jelly Rolls that came in a kawaii pack. I don't really like those, so, but I do love my Staedtlers. So I just placed them on top of these guys because I use them so much, like especially these two right here. I use them a lot. So I just kind of do that, and then you have you know, these are a different type of Sharpie. I feel like I should put them over here, but no. Why would I do that? They belong with Sharpies. We're gonna throw them in. Too much time on this, sorry. I need to keep a pencil out too right here. Okay, so I actually have my fountain pens right there, so I'm gonna stick that there for now. Okay, so back over here, guys, sorry. In here, I've got, it's kind of sloppy. This whole thing is die cuts. I've got some beads, scissors. These are just like things I can use that actually belongs on top. Usually it looks nicer in here, you guys, but it's just kind of messy. These are like pouches, a few different die cuts, which are basically more antiqued. We have my most used punches and cutter. Some more fun like tools to use to make like envelopes and stuff like that. I got my torch lighter here. I've got a bag. This is a bag of hot glue gun. This is a Mermaid Kitty flag that I wanted to use as a background when I filmed, and there was a time that I did, but I guess in a way I kind of outgrew it, you know, just kind of outgrew it. Whoops. But I don't know, maybe I should reconsider, but that's literally there. We're just gonna throw it here. And then we've got my heat tool and my this guy. This is my what you call it when I make pouches and stuff, like, Anyway, my brain fried. Some of you probably understand. I partied last night, so. Okay, so there's that guy, and this does roll. Then you see my beautiful, beautiful curtains. This is one of my studio lights. They're old school. You can actually put filters on top of them. I have those. You'll see those in a second. I've got two of these. One's in my husband's space, and then this one, a lot of the time, since I have my photo bomb by Troy Boy, named after the lost city, or fallen city, because I have such nice natural light, a lot of time I only need one lamp on this side to even it out. They do have daytime lights in them. And then you have, so that's what that is. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Oh, sorry about that noise, but it is hot and I'm not turning off my unit. So, sorry, it's that hot in Louisiana. Okay, so you see this like wall right here. This is actually made by bookcases. On the top you have 3 wooden straw baskets that has a lot of my husband's stuff. And then on the top of this one you have On Air that does light up and work. So there's some projects that my husband and I do where we actually need stuff like that, believe it or not. So this little situation was compiled by 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of shelving, and I turned it into one big thing. So you see how they're different colors? It's because they are all 3 different types of shelving. So I MacGyvered it to be one big because I got tired of having everything so spread out and it took up too much space. It didn't look cohesive. I did not like it. I had things on top of my desk that I didn't want. It was just a mess. So I'm really proud of this MacGyver skill. So let me see if I can get down. Oh my God, my cat's driving me crazy. So on top, this is, I just covered this with paper. Like this is like a cheap tablecloth, and then these are actually from a university's teacher's book. And there's a bunch of these different prints that they used to show to the classes, you know. So I actually have this, and I use some as art because why not? It looks nice, and I love ancient Greek history. So moving on, a picture by my daughter back here. It's like a little bee, a light. So on top of my rainbow doohickeys here, we have an awesome rustic shelving with the metal. These came from TJ Maxx. I love it. I have my embossing powder. Anything to do with embossing I have in here. I don't have a lot of stuff, you guys, because I don't have a shop or anything. This is my personal use. This is all for just my personal use. It's not, you know. Okay, just some coloring books that I love, some doilies that are really big and I like to keep straight. If you want a tour of my rainbow drawers, I'll be more than happy to do it, but they're not really that neat. I have stamps in them, ribbons, just shiny stuff. Like, let me just show you. Like, it's not that neat, okay? But it, you know, it's fun to look through people's stuff. So this is all my paper products. All my paper products for the most part, except for like notepads and post-its. So I've got scrap pieces I use a lot of, small books or medium-sized books, scrap pieces in this thing. This is pouches and stuff to make shakers. I got some this jelly paper on top of, this jelly paper shouldn't be on this shelf, but whatever. This is laminate. And then down here, all this is vellum, different types of vellum. And then down here we have paper, like my really good paper is right here, or cardstock, sorry. I've got some files here. Like I said, it's not like I don't need a lot. These are all like, I don't know why my alpha stickers, I stuck these here. Let me move these. Okay, I need to put this into my sticker book. But these are all like note cards and stuff. This does not belong here. It belongs up here. These are some art books magazines I really like. This doesn't hold anything. It used to hold stickers, but now it really doesn't hold anything, which is fine because I will find a use for this kind of stuff. This holds some pouches, and these are small paper pads. So then down here, oh yeah, on top, I have my most amazing laminating machine. It is a Japanese laminator. It has 4 rollers. It can cold and hot lamination, and it can do a pretty large, you know, like a large size piece of paper. Not huge or anything, but it's perfect for my use, and I love it. And then I have these 2 crates. These crates are actually new, and I'm surprised I actually left them up here. I did have them like towered, but then you couldn't see my guy. But I have a couple of my fun kawaii pins. These are all kawaii. Every single one of them are a little kawaii pin. So if I want some cuteness, they're there in my awesome cat machine. And then this old school, guys, like take you back to the 80s, has charms. This actually is my work box. I carry in this. I actually carry the smelly markers, but the thin ones, and some whiteout and some stickers. So when I grade kids' papers, I'll use a smelly marker, and they call it smelly checks, and they'll sniff their paper. It'll keep them occupied, and they love it. You would not believe how hard they work for a smelly mark or smelly check. So I actually travel with this every single day to work, along with this planner. This is my work planner. There's going to be a video, don't worry. And then my home planner is here. So this little box is the planners I'm using at the moment. So this is my home planner. I've moved to a pocket for an everyday carry, along with this for when I work, because I have to go over notes and stuff at night. I, you know, take it out. And then this beautiful print. Now let's go down. I want to take my stickers with me so I can put them where they belong. Okay, so down here, Joji. Down here we have this crate. These are my sticker books. This is all my stickers. I don't really want to get much more. Like, if I get more, I need to get rid of some, which, by the way, oh yeah, y'all didn't see under here, under my desk, I had boxes to give away, but I took them to the school, and they are getting a lot of use. You'd be surprised how many kids love washi tape. So pulling this out, let me pull my pencil case. This is like my main huge pencil case. It pretty much has everything that I love to plan with. I'll open that. If you want a tour of that, let me know. That's a video in itself, and these 2 go with it. It's my travel stuff. So yeah, these 3 are my notebooks for stickers. See? So what I'm going to actually do is take this out, and I'll also store my Gillio boxes back here, and some coaster things for presents. But yeah, I've got Gillio pouches and boxes all back here, just to keep them from getting dusty and in the way. I'll be back, you guys. Okay, sorry guys. The phone rang, and I think my husband got it. Ugh, so we're gonna put this back up. I went ahead and did it while I was waiting. So one's like a functional sticker, one is like alphas and words and stuff, and another is like cute stickers, I guess you could say. And this is a whole video in itself, so we're not going to go through these guys. This is like my travel stickers, like if I'm going to a place for a long time and want to have some fun, that's what I use. Needs to go in the trash. Down on this shelf we have my sketchbooks. I have a bunch of different ones. I like to use different ones at different times. It's really fun. A lot of them are actually filled. Like, let's pull out my skinny one. I just play around with them. I like to design outfits too. Yeah, here we go. Like little girls, weird little animals. Miss Marmalade. Miss Marmalade. She's one of my favorites. She's so nuts. This was me back in the day. Kinda, not really. This was just an artist. She reminded me of one of my teachers that taught me. She's something else. Yeah. This is me. This was me back in the day. Literally dressed like this, looked like that when I was super fine. My hair, everything. Painted just like that. I had a bag like that. Still do. Telling you. Love her. She's fun. So yeah, just like stuff that I... that's not me. Messed things up on, did good things. Like, it's just... I love this space so much. It's definitely my creative space. And even if people don't see it as a studio, I do. She's cool, isn't she? I've done a lot of cool pictures, or drawings. Some not so cool, you know. Practice makes perfect. So that's why I have all these sketchy books. And like I've mentioned, like if you guys think of anything you're interested in seeing from me, if you guys want to see through some of my sketchbooks, I'll be more than happy to do that. It may take me some time, just like this video, because it's kind of scary to share so much about yourself. Now this is my next shelf. This is a pen pouch, Rilakkuma, that has actual Rilakkuma pens in it. This is a journal I like to use sometimes just for quick, like, daily to-dos. Like I said, I use different books at different times. These are 2 TNs. This one was made for me. This is a Chic Sparrow or something. And then I do have one of these notebooks. Haven't used it. My favorite journal ever. It's a spiritual journal. It's a big leather book. And my daughter's art box. And then these are just storage for buttons, stuff, and more books and stuff. Just random stuff. It keeps it nice and neat for you, having things like this in their place. It keeps it neat, and I like that. Down here, oh, I forgot to put these in. Oh, damn it. We'll just stuff them in the top. Literally, does anyone do this? I just did. Okay, so over here, this is a whole nother shelving. See, this one's a little taller, so in order to make this even, I put 2 canvases that just happen to be the exact height, and it's honestly made it really sturdy. Like, that ain't moving. Okay, so some jars of goodies, like my little bows I like to add on stuff, buttons, paper clips, jewels. Then these little drawers are for, like, when I make charms and things. It has all the stuff that I like to use for that kind of thing. Got the rings, the lobster claws. These are actually, what the hell are these? Oh, these are just, I don't know why this is even over here, but these are actually, what do you call them? Samplers. So leave them there if I want to put them in some Happy Mail. This guy, this is a planner bag, but I use it to store planner pencil pouches and stuff, just little pouches. And down here I have my laptop stand, which I'm not using right now. And I said I'll do a tour of the rainbow shelves later. Okay, let's go over here, y'all. Alright, so this is a ground floor view. Hey, if you were short. Alright, so what you're seeing here, this is my another section. It's like my study space, journaling space, if it doesn't require like any pasting or cutting. If it's just writing, that's my writing desk, I guess you could say. That desk is an antique. It's over 100 years old, and it's a heirloom. I admired that desk for many years in my great aunt's house, and she lived to be like 102, by the way. And she left it to me along with some monies. Okay, sorry, I had to get up. All right, before we get to the fun part, which is this desk, let's go ahead and show you what I got here. So this obviously is a happy shelf. I don't ever have this light on. I have it on for the video, but let's see. Yeah, we'll turn it off. My planners are moved up here. They used to not be here. They used to be on top of my desk. But this shelf needed some love and TLC, so I made it happen. These are all my personal sizes here. kikki.K, Foxy Fix, Filofax, Gillios. All these are Gillios. Foxy Fix, A6 size. These are A6.